Hello bandits. Back once again with the Sea of Thieves unboxing. It's been quite some time since our last one when we got the treasure chest sent through from Rare. This time, equally lucky, going to be looking at a preview copy of the Sea of Thieves role-playing game. This is a narrative adventure for 2 to 6 pirates, we're told. And one that I've been looking forward to for a while. I have been kind of hands-on, so to speak, with a PDF copy of it, and it is going to be very interesting for anybody who does play Sea of Thieves, and I imagine for people who don't, though I do think it's going to be mainly people who are in-game that'll be getting their hands on this. And of course, quite a bit of this stuff's going to be instantly recognisable. To start with, the box is very nice. This is like the, I think it's $79, about £60 version. The embossing on the box is quite nice, and as you can see, pretty instantly there, we've got some extras. We haven't just got the books in here. So the first thing that I'm going to have a look at, I have been in very slightly just to unwrap things, so there wasn't anything too fiddly on the stream. But the first thing we're going to have a look at here is these Lord Guardian sails. Now those I think are quite nice. So these are going to be an in-game perk, an in-game decoration for your ships. And you get those with the box, so that's a code that you can add on from the Microsoft Store quite easily. These, if I get that into the right position there, sorry, are going to be your weapons. So Eye of Reach, pistol we've got there as well. Trusty cutlass, I was assuming would be in there, and of course it is. As well as this though, we do have some kind of trait cards. So these can be good things like bravery, modesty, stuff like that. Can also be some quite negative things in there as well. I'm not going to go through absolutely everything in here because obviously I do want a few surprises for those of you who get one yourselves. And those should be shipping hopefully in the first weeks of November. Be available in stores for the first weeks of December. So hopefully, even if you haven't pre-ordered, you should still be able to get one for Christmas if you want to gather around the table with your family and friends and pirate them. These cards here, show you the back first. These are again going to be mostly recognizable for anybody who's been in game. These are going to be your plants, your fine silks, rum, skulls. There should be some chests in here as well. Yeah, there we are. We've got a chest. And all sorts of stuff that you're going to be picking up from your voyages. So really just help you keep a track of what you've got on board with some nice in-game visuals as well. So I'm going to leave the dice for a moment because they are quite interesting, and move on to these tokens here. We've got some doubloons. Bit of nice coinage. It's nicely printed actually, and it's got a good weight to it as well, which is nice. We've also got, you'll see there, that's a mixture of that and the next sheet, which is going to be, again, recognisable to anybody who's in-game. Cannonballs, planks, bananas. What we do have also is some character boards. So, as you're going to be used to if you've played any other pen and paper RPG before, this is going to be your name, personality, the weapons and supplies that you've got currently, your inventory and things like that. Stuff that you've got in the ship's hold, stuff that you've got in your hold, and a little place for your dice to go as well. Speaking of dice, let's get back to those, because these are a bit different. I'm assuming that most people have got a good supply of kind of D20s, D8s and things like that, and you're not really going to need those here. I'm going to make sure that this is focusing properly because these are quite nice. So this is the dice that the Avast system uses. So these have got some bones on there. We've got treasure chest. We've got a skull anchor. And some more coinage as well. And yeah, there's obviously a weight, well, not weighted, but a biased number of all of those on there. So those are what you're going to be using within the Avast system in order to make your skill checks and things like that. So a bit different, very easy to get hold of, very easy to get used to. Now this is something which I'm not going to be able to fit it on either camera, I don't think. But this is the map of the known world. And this is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's not going to go on mini camera. I don't think it's even going to fit on the big camera, to be honest. This is a map of the known world. So we're including the wild. I don't know what else it's going to have on it. Let's have a look. Has it got the raw? It does have the raw. It's got the Devil's Roar on there. That is lovely. I love that. It's going to be hell to put away. I'm going to shove that overboard for the moment very carefully, very, very carefully. And I'll tidy that up in a moment or two. Now, what you've probably seen on that camera over there is that we've got the books. Let's get the box out of the way for a moment and we can have a look at these books. So, we've got first the Book of Pirates. Now, these books are going to be obviously handy for the GMs, also handy for the players to let you know how to play, how to use the legendary dice, the Avast system, obviously, how to go through that as well. But as well as kind of all that stuff and some really nice artwork from in-game. Some of it recognisable back from even the early days, and some of it not so much. But you can see we've got some information on skellies. Again, I'm not going to show you everything because then you could just use this video as a reference guide and write your own adventures, which is not what we want. We've also got stuff as the Book of Lore. That is a lovely, lovely. It's all. I love the fact that it is all kind of in-game assets and stuff like that. It is very much keeping with the feel of it. So it gives you a bit of information if you're playing as the GM. Game Master, for those of you who aren't up to date with it, as well as the quest creation system, which is pretty cool, and you know, just a bit of the lore behind all the characters, the islands, and things like that. Skeleton Lords, the Kraken, Karen, I think you'll find, and the Book of Voyages. Now, this one is, I have to say, the heftiest of them all. So I'm going to show you the contents page there. So that has got quite a few different bits in. It's had quite a few playtesters and additional playtesters as well. So Ashen Jewels campaigns, summaries. If you're not really a fan of kind of creating your own adventures, this should kind of stand you in good stead. This is lovely. There's a lot more detail in here than I thought there would be. I haven't gone through this book yet in the PDF copy. I'm no GM, as you may understand. I very much like taking part. I did GM. We had an EDRPG campaign, Elite Dangerous RPG, that I did GM, and I created my character and everything, and then got really gutted because I realised that I wouldn't be able to use him. So I'm going to try and keep it all on this camera. So what we've got here are our 3 lore books. We've got a stack of the kind of character cards. I'm going to put the thing on top of there. We've got a good selection of dice. We've got the weapons as well. I'm going to put the weapons up there. We've got a few different bits of inventory as well. I'm going to have to start covering things up, sadly. So to help you keep track of things, and of course, I'm going to give you another look at that, the Lord Guardian sails, which are quite nice. I like those. I'm going to put those on now, see if it works. So that's what you get in the box. The box retails, it is $79.99, the RRP in dollars. It's going to be about £60-65. It is a decent quality little set, and it does give you pretty much everything you need to kind of get in and go with a campaign. Obviously, if you get these as a GM, you'll be able to kind of share your knowledge with your players and things like that. So I'm going to put everything back tidy in the box here, so it's all nice. Oh, I like a tidy. I was going to say I like a tidy box then, but I better not. So this again will be available in most decent retailers. Oh, I completely forgot as well. You get the map. Of course, you get the map. The map of the known world, including the Devil's Roar, which I found quite impressive. So you get that. I haven't put that back quite yet, just because it probably won't fit unless I spend a good half hour folding it. So I'm going to spend that time and make sure I don't crease it. So yeah, it should be, if you've pre-ordered already, shipping out roughly around the first weeks of November, and available in all decent stores from the first weeks of December, we've been told. So again, you should be able to get it by Christmas. And other than that, if you do have any questions about it, about the system, about what you get in the box, then just get them in the comments below. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you might have, and we'll take it from there. Other than that, bandits, thank you very much for joining me today for the unboxing of the Sea of Thieves role-playing game, courtesy of Mongoose Publishing, and we'll see you again very, very soon. If you're not already, make sure you join the Sea of Thieves community, where of course we share all our videos and things like that, and of course is the biggest Sea of Thieves community over on Facebook, something that I'm pretty proud of, and thanks very much to the admin and modmin team who spend all of their free time administering it as well. Pixel Bandits, you've been brilliant. We'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.